Hi everyone, I'm Leandra, and today we're going to take you inside the biochemical world of a serious eating disorder, anorexia nervosa. Anorexia nervosa isn't just a mental health condition, it's also deeply rooted in biochemistry. At its core, this disorder involves extreme weight loss, fear of gaining weight, and a distorted body image. But biochemically, what's really going on? Let's begin with the brain. The hypothalamus, the part of the brain that regulates hunger, becomes dysregulated. Key neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine are imbalanced. Low serotonin levels are associated with mood disorders. While dopamine plays a role in reward and motivation, in anorexia, dopamine becomes hypersensitive, making patients feel more rewarded by food restriction than by eating. Then we have the hormones. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, actually increases, but the brain resists it, while leptin, which signals fullness, drops significantly due to low body fat. Cortisol, the stress hormone, increases too, which worsens anxiety and appetite suppression. With prolonged starvation, the body goes into a catabolic rate, breaking down muscle proteins and fat for energy. This impacts everything from menstruation to heart function, even blood chemistry changes. Electrolytes like potassium drop, which can lead to arrhythmia. So, anorexia nervosa isn't just about eating less, it's a complex web of biochemical dysfunction.
I'm Erickson Palse, and I'll walk you through the serious health effects and biochemical consequence of anorexia. You can see here in the picture of the heart, there's a difference between the normal heart and the arrhythmia. So the heart is heavily affected or low potassium or hypokalemia due to purging or starvation. Disrupts the electrical signals in the heart, causing the irregular heartbeat or in extreme cases or cardiac arrest. Feature, we have osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is also common with lower estrogen and leptin and higher cortisol. Bones become brittle. Calcium and vitamin D metabolism are impaired. Next feature, we have hair, skin, nails issues because people with anorexia may also experience dry skin, hair thinning, or lanugo, or fine hair growth as the body tries to stay warm. This is a sign of severe metabolic adaptation. Metabolism is slowing down because now biochemically the body slows down metabolic rate to conserve energy because the thyroid hormones like T3 drop, leading to fatigue and cold intolerance. Is the hypoglycemia. As you can see here in the picture, even blood chemistry reflects the crisis. Hypoglycemia is common. Blood urea nitrogen or BUN increases due to muscle breakdown. Albumin may drop, causing swelling and weakness. In summary, anorexia affects every biochemical system, is a multi-systemic emergency, not just a diet gone too far.
Hi, I'm Romel and I'll be explaining how understanding the biochemistry of anorexia helps guide treatment and recovery. First and foremost, weight restoration. Refeeding must be done slowly to avoid refeeding syndrome, a dangerous shift in fluids and electrolytes. This highlights the importance of monitoring the phosphate, potassium, and magnesium levels. Since serotonin and dopamine are imbalanced, medication like SSRIs or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors may be used, especially fluoxetine. These help improve mood and reduce obsessive thoughts about food and body image. Cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT is the gold standard. It helps patients rewire neural circuits and challenge distorted thoughts. With neuroplasticity, the brain can relearn healthy habits, slowly restoring the biochemical balance. Recovery takes time, sometimes years, and it requires a multidisciplinary approach: dietitians, therapists, doctors, and family support. By understanding the biochemical roots, we can better treat anorexia not just on the surface, but at its source. We hope that this video helped you see how complex and treatable anorexia nervosa is when we consider the science behind it. Thank you for watching.